What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome to today's installment of Renegades Reviews. I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, here to bring you my thoughts on yet another motion picture. Today we are continuing our countdown to the awakening and building that momentum, continuing to build that momentum to Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Today I'm going to be talking about Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, released May 16th of 2002. 10 years after initially meeting, Anakin Skywalker shares a forbidden romance with Padme, while Obi-Wan investigates an assassination attempt on the Senator and discovers a secret clone army crafted for the Jedi. This one brought back Ewan McGregor, Natalie Portman as Obi-Wan and Padme. Sam Jackson had a bigger role in this one as Mace Windu. Anthony Daniels, Kenny Baker as C-3PO and R2-D2. Frank Oz as Yoda. Ahmed Best was also back as Jar Jar, although after the backlash from The Phantom Menace, Jar Jar was resorted to a minor role, but yet a very pivotal role, as Jar Jar ends up being now Senator Padme Amidala's successor to the Senate seat for Naboo, and is thus the man who gives the Supreme Chancellor Palpatine the emergency powers that make the clone army that has been being developed legal. We also got Hayden Christensen in his debut as young Anakin Skywalker. First, I'm going to go over the negative parts of Episode 2, or at least the parts that everyone always backlashes, most notably Hayden Christensen's acting. To my knowledge, this was his first motion picture. He was an unknown, pulled out of nowhere, and cast as Anakin Skywalker. He had some serious shoes to fill, as he was going to inevitably be the man who becomes Darth Vader. It was going to take some serious acting for him to not catch crap. And I feel that Anakin did a good enough job of laying the foundation of trying to balance the light and the dark inside of him to eventually show where Darth Vader is going to come from and go. This is the first time we really see Anakin lose his shit in the fact that his mom has been kidnapped by the Tusken Raiders of his home planet of Tatooine. He goes out and tries to find her. She dies in his arms, and then he goes off and slaughters all the Sand People. And you kind of feel for him emotionally, because what would you do if you held your mother in your arms as she died in front of you? You would probably go ballistic on whoever was responsible. And that's exactly what he does. He whips out his lightsaber and just starts offing the Sand People. And then when he confesses it to Padme, you start to feel his emotion, when he's like, I killed them, and not just the men, but the women and the children. He didn't want there to be any chance for that species to redevelop itself to be able to do this type of thing again. Although we all know that the Sand People do exist again in Episode 4, so there must have been a couple of survivors at the very least, but you feel for it. You feel his pain and his anguish. A lot of people also criticize the love story of Episode 2, and that it spends too much focus on the love story. Personally, I like the love story between Anakin and Padme. Yeah, Anakin may be a little stiff. Hayden Christensen may be a little uncomfortable Anakin and Hayden Christensen may have been a little uncomfortable performing the scenes, but I think it adds to the innocence and the naiveness of a first love. And I don't think that gets looked at and considered while the love story develops. Plus, it's cute to kind of see us develop what Anakin was like as a young person and who Luke and Leia's mom is. I mean, you all kind of got the sense with episode 1 that was going to happen. But for those who have only really lived off of 4, 5, and 6 and never really given the prequels a chance, you've got to develop those minor backstory key elements that are going to go on and define what people consider like the Holy Trilogy. The Battle of Geonosis scene is awesome, with all the Jedis showing up, breaking out their lightsabers to do battle. You finally get to see Sam Jackson in action. So it's Attack of the Clones, I don't feel is anywhere near as bad as people give it credit for. Maybe I'm just that much of a Star Wars fan that despite the problems with the prequel trilogy, I can overlook them and find the silver linings within. What do you guys think of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones? Let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Tweet them to me to @ROWJJWilliams. Let me know your thoughts on the movie. Until tomorrow, when I bring you Episode 3, The Revenge of the Sith, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. I am the Renegade JJ Williams, and I look forward to talking to each and every one of you once again tomorrow here on Renegades Reviews, and may the Force be with you.